We know the days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we just had an amazing connection, and I hope all of you had powerful and meaningful connection in Yom Kippur. We know those 10 days, that the days that we construct what known as the left column, our capacity to receive for the coming year, our spiritual vessel, how much we will be capable to receive. As we enter into those 7 days period, known as Sukkot, this is the time that we construct what known as the right column, our capability and capacity to give and to share. When we feel the stress, it's because there is no balance between how much comes into our lives versus how much we are willing and we're doing for others.
That's beautiful.
So this is why we have the 7 days. When we speak about limitless, unfortunately, most of us, most of the time, we think about this idea because of many probably books and things we heard before. Being limitless in this life is being limitless in how much I'm capable to receive.
Right.
Those 7 days are to awaken another feature inside of us, which is the real essence of our soul, which is like the Creator, which is essence of sharing. And think about being limitless in your capability to share. Being limitless in your capabilities to touch people, to awaken people, to elevate others. In order to create the real full capacity, and eventually that it will help us to create the balance between what comes as a pressure, which, as Daniel said, this is positive, and Elisheva, you mentioned, in the factory, the example the Rav gives in the book, pressure is good. Pressure, you ask for more, the universe gives you more. There is no delay between the moment you ask and the time the universe gives. The universe gives right away. But when more comes and I don't have yet the vessel for it, then what Daniel said, it will manifest as the stress, which is the side negative effect of this pressure, right? So this time, we do want to awaken the limitless aspect inside of us. But after Rosh Hashanah, in our mind, in our consciousness, in our actions, what we want to do, it is to think about the idea of being limitless in a whole new level of capacity to give in our life.
And I think it's important to mention, and I think sometimes this gets confusing, especially when we have listeners who are not yet studying Kabbalah. Kabbalah doesn't teach that you should renounce all material goods or wealth. Kabbalah doesn't teach that you should, put on a potato sack and eat gravel and just give and
we actually
share.
Drink great coffee.
Yes, we're as all of our listeners know how important coffee is to the show. I'm surprised we don't have people calling to sponsor the show yet. That's our next level.
And we use iPhone.
Okay, that would be another great sponsor.
This is not a promotion to anything, right? You use different formats.
Special consideration provided by. So, Kabbalah teaches that it's important for us to be full ourselves, right? It's not about nothing for me, only for others, but through we're here to develop and increase our desire to receive for the sake of sharing. That's really what it means when we talk about being a channel all the time on this show. That's what being a channel means. I want happiness so I can give happiness. I want love so I can give love. And of course, if you're an advanced Kabbalah student, you also know that in order for me to be able to give love, I need to receive it. And so there isn't that, I think in a lot of spiritual philosophies, there is a kind of negation of the self, denying my needs, my desires, what's important to me. The opposite, if it's the if it's the coffee that fulfills me, or the music, or the being in nature, or having a successful business so that I can influence and reach and share with more people, that's just as important. And not to confuse there's this kind of perception that spiritual people don't want anything. They're lowly.
This is beautiful because in the core essence of the teachings, we explain over and over, it's not about what you do. It's about your intention behind what you do.
Right.
Right? So one can divorce themselves from the physical reality, but you don't know what they have in their mind.
Yeah.
Don't you love having you on the show, adding so much depth?
I would bring my guitar if I would know.
That would be the next level next time.
Let us know in the comments if you want Yehuda to bring his guitar to the next show.
Please.